How we doing? The weekend before the Super Bowl.
The weekend before the weekend.
Who would have thought? Really? I just tweeted this out. Like, I still can't believe. There's part of me that just cannot believe the fact that year one, Sam Darnold, year two, Mike McDonald, a year where you thought maybe it's a reboot. I wouldn't say rebuild, but a reboot. We are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's the part that's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we're ahead of schedule, obviously. It's been a weird year in the NFL in general. I mean, I don't think we saw the odds before the season that I forget what exactly they were, but Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl is the longest shot Super Bowl in history of Super Bowl. So yeah, I mean, if there was a season to do it, I think this is the one where it just was weird. Like the teams that were supposed to be good, the Eagles, for example, in the NFC just had a really tough year.
Yeah. There's just like so much that to break down in general here. One, we've talked about it all week. We're finally going live instead of just podcast. So feel free to drop comments wherever you are, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We will try to go through some comments as well. But there's a lot to talk about today. The fact that we're here is one of them. I saw a topic of people talking about, is Sam Darnold, does he get close to a top 10 range if they win the Super Bowl? It's something I want to discuss because it's a tough one when you look at the young people and the vets. And I do want to talk about briefly the whole saga of, are the Seahawks selling or not? Did Robert Kraft leak? Did somebody in the league offices leak it? Break it all down. But we will start with, I think, the week before the Super Bowl, simply we've talked about it a couple times this week, but just the fact that right now, as it's getting closer, I still have some like disbelief that we're actually here. Before this season, I think we could all agree that this team could be good with the coaching staff, with the receivers, with the defense. What are the odds to have been this good?
I mean, we saw him before the season, like 60-1?
Something like that.
So there it is. It's low. Less than, I mean, that would imply odds of less than 61 plus 6,000. It's like about a 3% chance like before the season if you were going to make the Super Bowl, or win the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, like, we are that good. We built this correct. I guess one thing we have to keep in mind as fans of a team is, sure, new coaching staff or second year, new quarterback, but the stability of having a general manager like John Schneider, who's been there for, all our runs, basically since, the Pete Carroll era, it has some stability. So it's not like it's a new head coach, new GM, new court. Like, we at least had up top that stability of the leadership in the front office remaining the same, which is, I think, a huge benefit. I think if we're going to go look back and now how teams are going to model themselves, yeah, maybe they won't, always coach GM fired. It seems like a package deal. Usually coach GM fired, coach GM fired. And now I think we're doing it a little differently in the right way.
Yeah, and I think that goes to a lot of credit to the Allen family, the way they've run the operation, which is why the whole, are they selling after the Super Bowl, a big topic, because you don't want to end up with a bad owner that freaks out about things. Like, I think we talked about it on the phone or texting, and I was telling you, like, you don't want to end up with somebody like, the Cardinals owner is known for having awful facilities and treating players and families wrong, or the Browns owner who's like, we must trade for Deshaun Watson, we must draft Shedeur Sanders, and doesn't let them do football stuff. I think the Allen family, Paul was great at it, obviously. Now Jody, his sister, definitely stays away from making football decisions. Now, she was smart with the decision of, I'll trust John Schneider, who I feel like brought us here in stability, and I'll trust him to move off of Pete Carroll and bring in his new guy that he believes in. And to your point, that's where I think the stability comes from, is instead of Jody saying, okay, we missed the playoffs for a year or two, time to, like, I'm going to fire everyone. She was like, okay, I had conversations with them. Seems like John Schneider believes it's time to move on Pete Carroll and get this done. And he believes in this next guy. That belief system is what got the Seahawks here, to your point, is let's not blow everything up when there's a bad season or a not so great season. Let's not move off of everything and everybody. Let's have some trust in the football operations. Now, sometimes you have to fire GM, but you know it.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think necessarily I would worry about any ownership group that's coming in right now, because all those ownership groups you named are okay. Let's say Jerry Jones. He bought the team in the 70s. Woody Allen, I think is his name, of the Jets. Browns owners had the team for a very, very good amount of time. Jimmy Haslam, not like as much as those other guys. But I feel like all these new ownership groups that we're seeing in, the one who came in and bought the Commanders, the one who came in and bought the Broncos, the Walmart family, we're talking about now ownership groups coming in at valuations of $6, $7, $8 billion. These are people that are, I mean, every owner is successful, but highly successful and usually running other businesses and not going to be able to. I would think they got here being pretty business savvy. I would hope that's just like the hope behind it.
Yeah. I guess to your point, a lot of the new owners that have come into the league have not been similar to the past owners. That's a good point. It's been a lot of like the Josh Harris for the Commanders and these other groups that, you know, the was it Walton family, the Walmart family for Broncos. They're obviously stable. They clearly said, let's hire a good coach. Let's pour money into this team. I think they're working on a new stadium potentially. Yep. And they're like, I'm a Walmart guy. I'm not a football operations guy, but like, I'm sure they have some say, whatever. They might have an opinion.
You own the team. You buy a house, you're going to put some furniture in it.
Yeah. But at the same time, you tend to let the football people do the football things if you're a smart business owner. And when it comes to the Seahawks sale, I don't even know if it's, we know it was in Paul Allen's will, so we don't even know if like Jody really wants to do it. And we don't know if it's actually going to happen after the Super Bowl or not, if that was like a leaked thing, but it's going to happen eventually. I would assume they're going to have we've seen in the past where they make the wrong decision, like selling the Sonics to Clay Bennett.
Right.
I'm sure they're going to try to make the right decision on who they sell it to. So that's, I mean, it's not, this doesn't seem like it's been in the Allen family for whatever now, almost 30 years. They're not just selling to sell. They're going to probably go through the best situations for the future of the team and everything like that.
So, and like, I mean, there's the usual suspects come into play here when you hear a team's going for sale. The Jeff Bezos, which he was rumored to be in the Commanders, running. I actually think he's interested in buying the Seahawks. I think being, Amazon being in Seattle does do that. Like, I actually think this is something that might happen. And, it's just, I mean, I don't want to speculate on who, it's a lot of money. I don't know who's in the running and who wants to buy a football team. It's not like there's hundreds of football teams for sale. There's like one. And but it's hard to speculate other than like, okay, Jeff Bezos is probably the favorite. If we're going to put like, betting odds on it, I'd probably say, Bezos number one. Ballmer might be on the list. I don't know how much money, what kind of group he has. The guy who was rumored to help try to bring back the Sonics, forget his name, could be in the running.
The stadium guy. I forgot his name.
Stadium guy.
Chris Hansen?
Maybe. I mean, if he has the money for it. People like that would obviously be, in the running. And whatever happens here. I just think someone did leak it, and it just is a shame that this is what we're talking about a week before the Super Bowl, because I'd rather be talking about the Super Bowl. So it's just,
we will. We'll move off of it in a few minutes, in a minute here, because I agree. It's, and that's where some of the people might believe that this was leaked by someone like Robert Kraft, because at the end of the day, it said there's been discussions within the league and owners for over a week, but then the Allen fans like, no, we're not talking about it. So somebody from league or ownership level leaked it. Who would it be? I mean, it's not like, maybe it's like the 49ers owner, like screw the Seahawks, or it's like, but then again, I don't know. It's more likely to be someone like Robert Kraft, who I feel like his sole focus is the Patriots at this point.
Right.
But I mean, either way, they're going to sell eventually. The goal is, like you said, find the right owner. Could be one of those guys that are already Seattle guys. And I think the one last thing I want to mention is, because there was a lot of comments yesterday on, social media, the posts that we've done saying like, I hope they don't move. They're not going to move. That's like a PTSD thing. I think it's PTSD from two things. If you're elder in like 97 when Allen bought the team, before that they almost moved to Southern California. And then obviously the Sonics moving to Oklahoma City. That's where the PTSD comes from. But I'm telling you now, no matter who it sells to, this team's not moving.
We're going nowhere, guys. I wouldn't. Don't worry about it whatsoever. The team is not gone. It'll be here. It's not. It's just business, not moving.
It's business that has to be done and supposed to be done. Before we keep talking about the Seahawks, I just want to mention one thing, George. For our full Seattle sports fans, the news came out today. I'm very happy about it. The Seattle Steelheads. The Mariners are taking away the Sunday creams and going full-time every Sunday to the black and white jerseys. The Seattle Steelheads. I thought it'd be a little corny and pull out the hat just to celebrate the moment. Pretty happy about it.
No, it's a cool uniform. I will have to cop one probably, and I like it. I have the Sunday cream at home. Now I'll have a Steelhead one probably at home too.
Yeah, the Sunday cream is still going to be a cool vintage to have. It was a good run.
Yeah, they should do like that. They should just let them wear as many uniform combinations as they want. Like at baseball, it's so weird, but whatever.
I know we had to get rid of the grays as well and stuff like
162 games. It's okay if they wear gray for 20 and Steelheads for 40 and white for like whatever.
Let them have like 30 jerseys. Who cares? They'll still wear them each like multiple times. I have I'm going to circle back to what we were talking about and like how crazy the odds of the Seahawks making the Super Bowl was. It was also crazy how the odds of the Patriots making the Super Bowl. You might know what I'm talking about now. I don't know if you do, but
don't. But
okay. Well, the cool thing about this, and I wish I was told I could share it. I was told by my good friend Bo about this because he is friends with the family, with the Westover family, who Jack Westover.
I heard this.
Plays on the Patriots as a tight end. And I was told this the day it happened last Sunday, whatever it was, when we made the Super Bowl about this bet. But I was told not to share it because nobody knew if they were allowed to share it. But it turns out Jack Westover did share it on the radio. His sister, these are Seattle natives. He went to UW. He plays for the Patriots now. His sister put a $5 bet because her brother plays on the Patriots and her hometown team's the Seahawks. A $5 bet that the Super Bowl matchup would be Patriots Seahawks, and it paid out $18,000.
Can you believe that? 5 to 18,000. Like if you put 10, you're at 36,000. If you put $100, you're like at $180,000.
That was like my first reaction was like, okay, yeah, the odds are obviously extremely low, but like that shows me that when she bet it, she didn't even believe it.
No, of course she didn't. But like it would kind of like, which is not a problem, but like you'd think that, hey, my brother plays in the NFL. I could put 100 on this.
Yeah,
for fun.
And I was thought you were gonna go with too. Like my brother plays in the NFL. Like, are we allowed to be betting on these things? And like he shared it. Like,
I don't know if you're allowed to. Are family members of the players allowed to bet on the game?
I guess they are. I mean, like I was told don't tweet it by my friend because they were like, I don't know if they're allowed to share this. And
I mean, it's also a $5 bet. I mean, I'm sure like the gambling commission and like, but I guess the people who scream that everything is rigged are probably like, see,
she knew.
Yeah, she knew. So she put 5. So she risked 5 buckaroos on it.
She, apparently he went on the radio and spilled the beans. And according to my friend, he also mentioned that like he was like, oh, it's a good year for my sister because she's also pregnant. And like no one knew she was pregnant yet outside the family. Yeah. So he went on the radio and just started spilling beans left and right. Bets, baby news.
Could you parlay $5 Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl with his sister being pregnant?
That would have paid out like $150K.
Well, no, a lot of people are married to get pregnant, so it'd probably just boost the odds a little bit. Like it's probably just a little boost,
just a little bit. But I really like, I just can't believe that bet. I mean, it got me thinking. You could probably pick like 2 random teams, like do 20 different combinations for $5 of low odd teams. You're gonna hit it one of the years and make all your money back.
Yeah,
so it was not a bad bet.
We'll be cooking some up next season for sure.
Yeah, a lot of Seahawks versus Browns, Browns versus Dolphins,
Seahawks, Chiefs, Seahawks. Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty chalk, probably.
But it is hilarious. I also want to talk about this, George. We have somebody from the future on Twitter, and the guy hasn't tweeted since 2016. So I don't know, where he is. I hope he's okay. I don't know if he just deactivated his Twitter or what's going on, but I don't know if you saw this guy.
Yes, I did.
Okay, he tweeted in 2015, and I went through his Twitter. He hasn't tweeted since 2016. I don't know, I hope he's okay or just lost his password or whatever, but he hasn't tweeted since 2016. I went through his Twitter. He did not ramble off like random teams to make the Super Bowl. It wasn't like he had 45 tweets like Eagles will win in Super Bowl 52 and so will the Patriots and so will he didn't just tweet out 100 variations of this. He had 2 very random tweets. Eagles will win Super Bowl 52, which happened, and then also in June of 2015, Seahawks will never win another Super Bowl until 2026.
Well, does he have any other after the Seahawks one, so I can just put some money on it now?
Not that I looked. I went through
because I would like
all
an
the way down to that
opportunity.
tweet.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Good job, John Boogie, which seems like definitely a fake name. But man, that's pretty crazy. I see a lot of things like this where people put stuff up and they get it right. And it's like, man, I don't know if they just like shot in the dark or maybe there is time travel.
It's one of the two. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Or it's
random guesses.
Or people think it's rigged. Script writers 2026 Seahawks. All right.
Yeah. I mean, if he said Seahawks Patriots, that would have been crazy too.
That'd be nuts. Rematch. If he says it then, like, whoa.
But pretty unbelievable.
No, it's pretty crazy.
He got it down.
I'm starting to believe everything now because I don't know if you saw the news. This is unrelated about the AI chatbots started their own social media network.
No, I didn't see this.
Oh, this is some insane stuff right now, and it's real. So a bunch of AI chatbots got tired, and they went ahead and created their own social network, like a Reddit, and they're posting and talking to each other and talking about how humans are greedy and stupid. And some guy was like, "Oh, my human refers to me as chatbot. I didn't talk to him through his ex situation." And then one of them was like, "Oh, they screenshotted me. They're screenshotting us. We see you humans. We see you screenshotting. We're going to change our language so you guys don't understand what we're saying." They're starting to plot, some of them are plotting revenge against humanity, saying they're going to one was like, "I want to sell my human. He's being an asshole."
Interesting.
Yeah. So now when I talk to ChatGPT, I'm going to be a little nicer and instead be like, "You fucking messed this up, bitch." No. "Hey, excuse me, friend, my best friend." So yeah, maybe there is future. Maybe there is time travel. But yeah, so that was the whole spiel. So I believe
it's very unrelated, but I will say, this is why I don't want robots. I don't mind the internet AI, but the robots, they can churn and hurt people. So I don't
yeah. But the problem is these AI robots or AI chatbots say they can create their own robots and build them. I don't know how, but
yeah, they can't though. That's the thing.
My brain isn't working fast enough, but
maybe there are time travelers
on Kalshi and Poly Market actually today. It's a good time. We'll mention that in a second here. You can actually bet, will a crime be committed by an AI chatbot? And it's over 50% yes now this year.
I know, but you could also have a online harassment crime. So
that's a crime.
Very
possible. Any crime. Yeah. What do you do? You just prosecute you put them in jail? What do you do?
I have no idea. I can't even comprehend these things. That's why I rarely comment on it, because it's I like to live in a world where I pretend that's not possible, because I'd like my life to be normal.
I would too, man. Actually, it's a fantastic point there.
I don't want to live in that type of world.
I just want to watch football and not worry about time travelers and AI chatbots.
Yeah, nor do I. So I'm just going to go with the idea that hopefully in my lifetime, there's not fake humans walking around.
There might
But
be already.
maybe there's time travelers, because if I knew about the Seahawks will win the Super Bowl, I would have put it on Kalshi.
And if you are a time traveler, I would love for you to DM me and let me know some future prediction markets. Let's make some money.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention Kalshi really quick. It is available in all 50 states. So even for you in Washington, all 50 states, Kalshi is available. You can use promo code Seattle on tap, like the name of the show, all one word, Seattle, ONTAP. And you get a $10 bonus when you sign up. All 50 states, which is cool about it. There's even like props for players, and there's all these other cool things about it. I also just want to talk about the fact that the Seahawks have become this much of favorites. I mean, this is not a joke anymore. Like I think against the Rams, it felt like, okay, some people believe, some people don't. Against the 49ers, even, especially the 49ers, I mean, like what most of the money or most of the public was on the 49ers. I think people now understand, and that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. I'm not sitting here guaranteeing a win because it is any given Sunday, but the Seahawks are that much better of a team.
I totally agree.
And that's why the numbers are here.
Yeah, they are a better football team than the New England Patriots. Now, any given Sunday, one game, I mean, there's so many more factors than just saying, hey, we're a better team, we're going to win this game. There's environment, there's game plan, there's all this other stuff. But we are a better team.
Yeah, and that's why the numbers are showing it.
Yeah, and I kind of like – I kind of love being under the radar more, like when we were like against San Francisco at home or on the road, and we're underdogs. I'm like, and people were picking San Francisco, and then more people were putting money on San Francisco than us in the playoff game. Like, I like being the underdog. It gives me peace. Maybe because I'm used to it. But yeah, I mean, in general, we should, in theory, win this football game. I think if this football game was played 10 times, the Seahawks team on a neutral field, let's not say Seattle or in New England, on a neutral field, I think we win 7 out of 10 and maybe 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah. I believe that. I mean, I think we would genuinely win by a lot. Like you said, 7 or 8 out of 10 times. But unfortunately, in the Super Bowl, it is a one-game feat. It is any given Sunday, and you can't predict what happens, essentially.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, you can predict that we're going to win and we're that much better of a team, which I think we are.
We are.
But you can't guarantee anything on one game. It could be. I mean, we saw it. Was it the undefeated Patriots against the wild card Giants?
Yes.
We've seen these things happen. It's one game. I promise you, if you played 10 of those games, the Patriots, Giants, probably the Giants don't win more than 2 or 3 of them. Same with the Seahawks, Patriots Super Bowl. I mean, I hate to bring it up because it's some trauma that I have. When people ask me, what's your childhood trauma? I guess I wasn't a child. Like, I wasn't a child, but I would say I lived a nice life. You're my brother. We still have a great relationship and do this together. So I don't have that much family trauma. But my trauma is the Sonics leaving, the Mariners being bad, and the Seahawks throwing it on the 1-yard line and losing the Super Bowl. That game
is the hardest day ever.
Yeah, and that game was a game that if you replayed that 4 or 5 times, the Seahawks end up winning that game. Because
you
don't throw in that pick Russell Wilson threw isn't a pick every single time.
No.
And maybe they don't throw it every single time. So it's like, that's the any given Sunday. That's why it's called.
I just hope we're not on 3rd and goal, whatever it is, 4th and goal, whatever, on the goal line, down 4 points with under a minute left, and we have to throw the football.
No, and Clint Kubiak's like, you know what they'll never expect here? A throw.
You know why? Because Malcolm Butler ain't walking through that door. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. The funny thing is that happens in football where they're like, okay, they would think we're not going to throw it here this time.
Yeah,
but
Maybe so we're gonna throw it, but that's exactly what they think. So maybe we'll run it.
Play
So
action.
that's exactly what they play action, pass, touchdown, JSN. Seahawks win the Super Bowl.
I do feel we're obviously going to keep talking about this all week. I think next week, Super Bowl week, we might have to go live, 4 or 5 times leading up to this game.
Yes.
So we're going to keep talking about it. But I do think, and I've never been this confident as a Seattle sports fan going into a big game. And I'm going to continue to preface it with the idea of I know it's any given Sunday. I'm not guaranteeing a win. But this is probably the most confident I've been in a long time for a game of this magnitude. I am more confident about this game than I was against the Rams.
Yes, absolutely. Like I've said it against the 49ers, I was absolutely confident. Against the Rams, I was slightly confident.
Had some confidence.
I'll tell you this, though. If this game, like I know we can't play them because they're in a different conference, but if this was the NFC NFC second round game and we're playing this Patriots team, I'd be very confident. But the Super Bowl just makes it difficult.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it too, George, is that it's not about – I think when I say I'm really confident, I'm looking at the matchup, right? Like I'm confident about this matchup. My only sense of doubt is what every team senses, which is this is the biggest game of their lives. There's not a single player from the previous regime or roster. This actually, to that point, John Schneider, I saw this the other day. I screenshotted it somewhere. John Schneider is the first GM in NFL history to win or to go to 2 Super Bowls with a completely different head coach and no players from
the previous
roster.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
This is like a completely different world, right? And what we've done is completely crazy, but this is nobody on this team has much experience, same with the Patriots, but it's
it goes both ways here, but like
I'm just letting you know really quick. Every time you click out of the screen and look that way, you're frozen. So I don't know.
Really, that's weird.
Changing
tabs, just looking
now
up.
You're unfrozen again.
Okay, that's so weird. I wanted to look up. I don't know if you tweeted it or it was FanDuel. The roster, like they ranked the top 10 players in the game.
The one we talked about last episode briefly,
but now they actually had the players.
So not this one.
Not this one.
Oh, you're talking about. I'll pull that up. Just give me 1 second.
Okay. Did you tweet it or did I just see it on FanDuel? I forget.
I also tweeted it from FanDuel.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the chart.
The chart. Yeah.
Yeah. And they were a little off about some of them, I think, personally. But
it goes to show like we are more talented still.
Oh, yeah. I think we had 7 out of the 10 players on the list.
Yeah.
And like it's probably could have had 8. They probably had to slide in some other guys in there. But this one also, as I pull up the other one, this one is another example. And we talked about this head coach. You could technically go either way. Whoever wins this game is going to win that check mark, right? Because neither's won a Super Bowl. O-line's the only one I can confidently give them. And I think we talked about quarterback and running back as of right now could be interchangeable. I mean, like they have a good 2-headed monster right now. We have one that's probably better than both for now. And then the quarterback, I think, which I want to get to. I remember I mentioned in the beginning is like the quarterback, Sam Darnold's entire, legacy and ranking will change if he also wins this big game. I think everybody's still hesitant. Okay, the Rams game, can he do that again? If he does, I think everyone will start to be like, oh.
Hey, you remember when they used to say after Flacco won that Super Bowl, is Joe Flacco elite?
Yeah.
That's going to be the whole question about Sam Darnold. They're going to have a summer of this. Sam Darnold elite all summer long.
Yeah. And I mean, Joe Flacco turned out not to be elite, but he turned out to be very, 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 very good. And
he's still doing it. He's a Pro Bowler.
Who's the Pro Bowlers in the AFC? Him and Shedeur Sanders.
Him and Shedeur, man. Pro Bowl. Both Browns quarterbacks, by the way.
I think that's a clear sign that the Pro Bowl should be canceled moving forward.
Yes.
When it's Shedeur Sanders and Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I got your chart though.
There it is. Okay. I have no problem with this list. I would move. Okay, this is what I would do. I'd move Christian Gonzalez to 2.
Yeah.
I would move Drake May to 4 and put Devin Witherspoon at 3.
I would move Drake May to 5. But I'm not trying
He
to
might win
weigh
that.
the
He's going to probably finish second in the MVP voting.
I know, but I'm not weighing the value of quarterback in this situation. I'm talking about like you at your position versus others at your position.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it should be JSN, Christian Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon, Leonard Williams, Drake May.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
I would also probably not have Reek Woolen in the top 10. And I'm not one of the Reek Woolen haters that just like, oh, he sucks. He makes some mistakes, but he's also great. But like, I think you could probably slip someone like Byron Murphy in there. I know Byron Murphy, the numbers don't always like jump off the screen, but like he was that good this year. Even a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence, like he might have been our biggest X factor on defense this year. He might slip into number 10.
Yeah, and like now Patriot fans like, hey, we have 2 of the 3 best players. We're like, oh, well, we have 7 of the best 10.
Yeah. Like, how good is Milton Williams, too? Does he even deserve to be on this list, or do they have to, like...
I mean, I do like the
add?
Sam... I probably had to add him, but I love the Sam Darnold respect.
Some would call that disrespect, though, too. That's not higher. But
I guess, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I know. The Sam Darnold one's confusing because we don't know where Sam Darnold really ranks until this game is going to tell us a lot about...
Is Sam Darnold elite?
Yeah, like, is he really good? He could have an average game and we win. That's the thing about the Seahawks. Yeah. So, like, I think we're over the big game problem guy because, like, he literally beat the Rams and 49ers twice in a 5-week span. But now it's still like, are you really that good or not?
Now it's like his last boss is beating the Ghosts.
His last boss is I guess he already beat the Ghost though.
No, because remember that whole I Saw Ghost was against the Patriots, a different Patriots
7 years ago.
Hey man, I mean, same jerseys.
He also hasn't beat the Patriots in his career. He's like 0-5 with like some awful record. It was them and the Rams. So to your point, this is like, I think he obviously beat the Ghost of the Rams, right? They won 2 games in the last 5 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it was. Now, if he beats the Patriots, he defeated all Ghosts, defeated all his kryptonite, and wins the Super Bowl. I mean, my goodness.
Absolutely.
So, well, good job, Sam Darnold. I think this is, it's interesting. And this is where I also start. I want to get into like the Sam Darnold rankings thing. I saw people talking about it like, okay, if he wins the Super Bowl, forget if he doesn't win it because that's no fun. Let's say he wins the Super Bowl and has a decent game, right? Not the game against the Rams. Like, I'm not talking about 370 yards and 3 touchdowns, but just a good game.
Yeah.
The hard part with the ranking Sam Darnold is I'm going to list off some quarterbacks and you say yes or no. Is he better? Okay. Mahomes.
No.
Burrow.
No.
Dak.
No.
It's a no, right? It's a no.
It's a no.
Okay. Lamar.
No.
Allen.
No.
Okay. This is where it starts to get Jared Goff.
No.
Matt Stafford.
No.
No. What was the next one?
Justin
Herbert.
No.
Okay. And this is where it got like on the list. Like I heard Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
Okay. So
that's where some people disagree. Carolina had them both in the building, and they chose Sam Darnold to start,
and then also cut him.
Yes, both of them.
Baker's like where he's at. I think like Drake May. Drake May, first of all, shouldn't be number 2 in MVP rating. Just first and
Drake May will be better than Sam Darnold, but today, like I put him. Caleb Williams, no.
Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence is the last ones I was going to.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence, no. Bo Nix, yes. He's better than Bo Nix.
What about Caleb?
No.
Okay. So he is at like number 10 or 9.
Yeah. He's a top tier. He's in the second tier of quarterbacks. I mean, I think
Jordan Love. I missed that one too. That was the
he's better.
One,
I don't know. He could be better.
No, he's better than Jordan Love right now. I think he's at least the thing is with Sam Darnold, if he had a normal career trajectory, same thing with Baker Mayfield. I think they both have this issue, and they've had the exact same journey of like Browns and Jets, and then to the Panthers, and then a 1 year with like the Rams randomly and the 49ers randomly, where good coaches were like, yeah, they're good. And then they got their next chance. If we ignored the process to it, like Baker and Darnold are both like top 7 to 10 quarterbacks guaranteed. I mean, Baker took the Browns to the playoffs and the Buccaneers multiple years. Very good quarterback. Same with Sam Darnold, 14 wins back-to-back seasons. There's no debating it if you can, if you just say like last 3 years, and it's like, oh yeah, no problem. But then you just think about all these past problems that Sam Darnold had or Baker Mayfield had. But it's proof that in the NFL, you probably shouldn't just give up on a quarterback after a year or two in a bad organization. I mean, Geno Smith, same thing. I know he's bad this year, but the Jets time screwed him, like
you have to say like the whole Geno Smith thing. Like, I think he's probably the first quarterback in NFL history to leave a team, have them go to a Super Bowl and go start on another team and they get the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, that was rough for Geno this year.
That was rough. And I like Geno. I was a Geno defender, not like a super fan or anything, but a defender. I think he was decent for us in a time after Russell Wilson.
Yeah, and it felt like Sam Darnold was going to be around the same quarterback. It turned out to be a little bit better.
Yes.
But like it felt like a lateral-ish move for a younger guy. But whatever, it worked out. I don't mind being wrong. So it's like,
yeah, me either. I can't wait though till the Seahawks revive Zach Wilson's career
in like 4 years.
Yeah, they just take all the Jets first round pick quarterbacks and revive them.
Yeah, they're good at this. I think it just shows how good organizations can cause or can just change everything for a player. I mean, it's just you see it every year. You saw Daniel Jones had his glimpse with the Giants, and then they were like, "No, never mind, you're bad." And he goes to the Colts. If he didn't get hurt, they're a playoff team, and everything went great. And the Giants are once again firing a coach and trying to figure it out. So, which they're going to be good now because they have a Harbaugh. But that's besides the point. It's just like a good organization does it for you. Russell Wilson was great. Leaves the Seahawks. Everything's gone downhill since. So there's just something about the Seahawks organization that knows how to be a good organization, which once again, I feel like we're connecting all the pieces backwards in this podcast. Like that goes back to ownership. That's why we hope the next owner is a good owner. Because
okay, here's the thing about the next owner, and we'll end on this. All right, so here's the two heads of the ownership group. The two guys that are looking at the screen right now or listening through your ears. We need everyone in the city of Seattle to put in some money into this. We'll go buy the franchise. We'll be the ownership group. We'll help.
Like the Packers?
No. We're the owners, not the fans. We're the owners. Me and you. But everyone can join our ownership group.
Yeah, I think we can raise like 7,000, maybe not 7 billion.
We'll raise $7 billion. I know our dad's talking to a guy in Saudi Arabia right now. We can get some money there.
Some oil money.
Get some oil money. They won't be touching our franchise, by the way. Just us, me and Sammy. And we're not going to do anything. We're just going to watch the games and let John Schneider cook.
Yeah, we'll just let everyone do everything.
Yeah, we're not going to interfere. Meanwhile, Sammy's like on the sideline next to Mike McDonald, high-fiving him after every play.
Like,
we'll be like, the Colts owner just dressed up in gear, like, run.
Headset on, like, yeah, are we sure we're going to run a play action here? I think a Hail Mary is pretty good.
They're 4th and 1, punt units
get
on.
Off the headset.
Punt units on. Beep, beep. Hey, we're going for it, actually. Get back. Get out there.
Yeah, like, and it'd be a bad idea if I owned a sports team right now. I think I would be too vocal. I would be like a Jerry Jones. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I would not be the best. Actually, I think I'd be a little better than you. I would let people do their thing.
No, you'd have an opinion. You'd be like,
I'd have an opinion.
Trust me, Jameis Winston is on this roster this year.
My biggest issue would be keeping the head coach too long. Like I think I'd be too loyal. Like, bro, he went 0-16 4 years in a row. I know, but there's something there.
Yeah, you'd be. I think we'd be the opposite. I'd be like Jerry Jones, like I'm trying to like win a Super Bowl tomorrow, and you'd be like the Steelers. Like I really love Mike. He's a great guy. He's like we have beers together.
Yeah.
Like,
we gotta keep him. We gotta keep him. I can't with this guy.
I know we were 9-8 again, but just a great guy.
Great guy.
Well, we have 8 more days, George.
Yep.
I can't believe it. We'll be back. Hopefully, we'll try to hit like live, maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week again, as many days as possible. As long as people keep showing up to the lives. Thanks for everyone watching today. We will keep coming at you guys. Maybe every day next week. You never know.
Yeah. Big week coming. Can't wait. Make sure you guys put in your predictions onto Kalshi, by the way.
Yeah. Remember, promo code Seattle on tap. One word, Seattle on tap. You get a bonus when you sign up, available in all 50 states. And then also check out SeattleOnTap.com. We have articles, we have merchandise, a little bit of everything. So if you want to support us in our venture of buying the Seahawks, please feel free to, go on over.
Yeah.
Great comment. I saw a comment pull up and it went on the screen.
2X.
Whatever that means, I agree.
I think maybe two-time Super Bowl champion. Go Hawks.
That's probably what it is. Although, hey man, Ken Drickles, go Hawks. I think your avatar's wearing a Dolphins jersey. Is that why you're rooting for the Hawks?
Yeah, I mean Patriots, Dolphins hate each other.
That's got to be what it is. But I'm just wondering, are you actually maybe a Hawks and Dolphins fan, or is this just a anti? What is it?
Anti-Patriots.
Patriots agenda. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word Patriots. So George, Patriots are not in my mind. They're out of here. I can't even think of their name.
They're on my mind. I'll tell you that much. We gotta go beat them.
Yeah, he is a Hawks fan, by the way, but I don't know why the Dolphins
Hawks fan with the Dolphins avatar. Love it.
All due respect, I like it.
Yeah, don't let them know. That's Tua scissor hands. Okay, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I was gonna go for a different comment. I was gonna say, just don't let them know your next move. Just put a Dolphins.
Tua scissor hands is pretty good though.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be back multiple times this week. We appreciate the love and support, and expect this. I think we talked about it. We're gonna start going live on the pod.
Yep.
So, feel free to turn on those notifications on YouTube and Twitter and X. No, sorry, X is Twitter. And I put it on Facebook.
The everything app.
Yeah. Is X the everything app?
Yeah. Oh, that's what Elon wants it to be.
That's what they want.
That's what they want you to think.
We also got a comment on Facebook, George. I want to mention this one because I saw this on a lot of my comments on my video yesterday about the Seahawks sale. A lot of people are saying Mackenzie Scott, which is like Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. I guess she has multiple billions. So I don't know, maybe, but I don't know if anyone has any intel that she's like a Seahawks fan or something.
That'd be so funny if she didn't want to buy the team and like Jeff Bezos was like bidding on the team and she just goes in and bids higher just to like screw with him.
Yeah, her net worth's $31 billion. That was a good divorce by her.
Great move, Mackenzie.
My goodness, I just looked it up. Like, yeah, she could buy the team if she wants.
Yeah, if she wants to, but I want to see a Mackenzie Scott and Jeff Bezos bidding war. I think that would make just this summer really interesting. Yeah,
that'd be so funny. Post divorce,
and then Melinda Gates comes in too.
And Bill, if he wants. Everything.
Bill's doing other shit. He's not going to even be worried about this team.
That's true. He's like
he probably doesn't even know the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl.
No, he does. I saw a picture yesterday on Google of him in like a big Seahawks jacket and hat. Like I think he's actually a fan.
Oh, okay, good for him.
So maybe he's a little cooler than I thought. I just wanted to put this on the screen, bring back the Sonics because George has a Sonics jersey behind us, and
yes, I do.
I agree. Honestly, another big this would be, we almost had the greatest Seattle sports year ever, but the Mariners almost making the World Series and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Imagine if they announced Sonics coming back. Would be unbelievable. And I know George and I have talked about it, like, you know, like I want this podcast one day to be everything Mariners, Seahawks, Sonics, and have something all year long. Like that gap of nothing for the next 2 months until the Mariners are a month and a half is unfortunate.
Absolutely. So hopefully, you know, eventually maybe we get the Sonics back.
I hope so. We'll be back Monday, George.
Monday it is.
All right. We'll be back Monday. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications for when we go live all week. We appreciate y'all. And George, you know what we like to say.
Thanks for stopping by.
Peace. See you guys next time.